Rolling up to AA Jam. What do you got on AA Jam? Nothing. Oh yeah. Look at the Peak Honda. That's sick. What's up? You guys work on dirt bikes here or what?
Hey, Bob, how you doing?
What's up?
Just a few dozen, a few 100,000.
Dang, you guys are more loaded down than last time I was here.
Yeah. I've been just trying to stay above water, trying to keep our head afloat at this point.
Hell yeah.
We're doing good. Keeping it going.
All right, gonna bring the boys some work, as if they didn't have enough. Here, take this one. I'll get the forkies. Here, grab that side handle. Okay. There you go. There you go, and you can just roll it right here. Yep. There you go. Ugh. Let's go. Let's bring them some suspension. So go in that showroom straight ahead with it. Yep. Oh, is that Robbie Wagemans? I think that's Robbie Wagemans. Sick. I'm torn. So I have. Alright guys, next stop. So this guy named Tyson Gustafson hit me up on Instagram at LondonMX and said, hey, I got a I think he said it's like an 02 or an 03 YZ125. It's just a parts bike, no motor. It has everything else. He says if you want, you're welcome to it. So we're gonna go drop by his house, pick that thing up, because I'm sure you have some fun with it, turn into some project. So we're just a couple blocks from his house right now. Go pick it up and see what this thing's all about. But yeah, I'll never turn down a free dirt bike, especially when it's new enough, you know what I mean? I love working on playing with them, so let's play.
All parts and
So 02 you're thinking?
I think it's a 2000 or 02.
I can tell you by the
Yeah, by the VIN.
yeah. Can't really see. Yeah, I can't really read in the dark, but all the plastic location seems to be 2000. Is it a Y over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I was thinking
XR200.
we have like an XR engine in it, or even an electric motor conversion.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I've seen some guys use starter motors out of Volkswagens.
Okay.
And they, mount up the starting motor here. They put in a deep cycle, and then you're able to. I mean, it's obviously not as light and torquey as some of the newer stuff, but it's something fun to play around on. So I don't know, but I thought like a 4-stroke, but there isn't a ton of room in these. You definitely have to modify the crate a little bit.
Yeah.
So pretty cool. I mean, free parts bike. It's a 2000. I was kind of hoping it was a 2002, because then it'd be like the newer body style. But I mean, we'll have fun with it. We'll build it into something fun and cool.
In the 90s, late 90s.
Ones we got up in Utah?
No.
Oh, dude, we freaking hooked up there. We had to drive a bit, but it was worth it. Oh. And we pulled out like 27-inch, 30-inch trouts. Yeah. Took a picture just to make fun of him, because we're saying like if you catch that trout anywhere else, it's like hell yeah. You like to be around rocks and whatnot.
first.
Here, boy. There's that. Yeah.
I built Brian Deegan's first Supercross track at his new house out in Temecula.
Alright, well there is less the engine, less the back wheel. Full dirt bike. Oh. It's Bass Arsenal Fishing. Guys, services here in Ojai. For Lake Casitas. Go see them, guys. Alright, fam. We are back at the shop garage, whatever, and we are working on the YZ325. I have to admit, it's half bit just wanting to be cool and snazzy and look, killer. The other half is some functionality behind it. So I went on Amazon and I bought a sheet of this right here. It's by CV4. It's heat tape. It doesn't say on it, but this is heat reflective tape. And we use this in Supercross on the HEP Suzuki bikes, and it works amazing. One of the things that putting in this wonderful 325 cylinder is the tank comes down really, really close to the top of the cylinder here. Now, I haven't had any issues with it boiling fuel or doing anything adversely at this point, but I have a feeling that when I start running some long motos and doing some enduro races on this thing, I'm probably going to start seeing some heat boiling issues. So we're going to nip that in the bud now. It comes in a nice long sheet. I've cut it in half. I'm going to go, it's about right here, wrap under so it covers both of these little parts of the tank here where it comes down over the head. And that should snuff out any bit of heat that's going to cause the fuel to boil, because believe it or not, these tanks are not thick at all. They're very thin, actually. So I have enough, though, that I can do this one. I could also do the desert tank that I have for the bike as well. Desert tank or large capacity tank, whatever you want to call it. But I have enough tape to do both, and so that's kind of the goal here. So beyond looking pretty, which you'll see in a second, functionality, it's going to be there.
Trippy, that was lit.
Tape all on, all the bubbles chased out. You know, this stuff actually forms really nice when you're trying to work out the bubbles and stuff. It does really good for working out all the bubbles. And I just need to cut out my bolt hole, which is not a big deal, for the shroud to go on. But yeah, what do you guys think? Pretty snazzy, huh? Let's go. Well, guys, I got woken up this morning just a little bit ago, if you can't tell, but some wonderful news that our LMS Blasting Innovations cabinet is here. It is at my local shipping authority dock, SIA, I think it's called. So I'm gonna haul butt over there, go pick that thing up. I've been talking with these guys over at LMS Blasting Innovations for a couple weeks. They're just really great guys, and I can't wait to try their machine out. I've seen some videos, seen some test shots of their product and stuff like that, and they build an awesome machine, and it's really affordable too. So I'm really happy to be aligning with those guys and working with them and getting their blaster inside the shop so I can put out some quality stuff, man. Just turn up the turn up the process a little bit, you guys know what I mean? So let's go pick this thing up. I'm really pumped about that. Let's go.
rubber underneath it, but it might roll up a little bit. You want it all the way up, or you want it just clear the tailgate?
Just clear the tailgate.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, she's home. Pumped. I want to get unloaded, but I'm not gonna have enough time to set it up, but I gotta get unloaded. Well, boys and girls, the LMS Blasting Innovations cabinet is here at the shop garage, whatever. Super stoked. Now I'm gonna put it back in here where all this mess is, and this will be a nice little blasting area. I'm gonna have a hose going out the door out there to a huge compressor I got, some like 90-gallon huge Ingersoll Rand compressor. But we got our blasting cabinet. Let's freaking go. So much activities we can do in this thing. Patrick Lay, thank you. Can't wait to get this thing going and do some really fun content with it. Let's go, boys. Well, fam, back at the shop garage, whatever. So as of right now, I got the LMS Blasting Innovations cabinet hooked up to my weenie little 20-gallon, I think it's, yeah, 5 CFM. It's like maybe a horsepower or something like that. It's not even close to enough. But guys, it's amazing. Like, look at how this carburetor came out, okay? Look at this thing. And I'm working with such low pressure. Yes, I'm waiting for air all the time, but I mean, can you guys even sant it? Come on, look at this thing. So I've been obviously playing around, but I know a lot of you guys are curious, like, what does a vapor hone do? Why are they so great? And well, let me show you. So this does have a side load as well as a top load. I actually been using the top load. I don't know, I just like it a little bit better. I don't know, like I can easily access the side load here, but I just like top load. But yeah, so I have a crank in here now. I was starting to just practice on that. A lot of you guys got at me like, hey, I got a box of stuff I want to send you. Well, let me get some practice in. Let me get my new compressor. I do have a new compressor coming, but this is a nozzle. This is a gnarly, it's got an 8mm spray nozzle on it. So one portion's water, other portion's air. And so I'm running a very thin glass bead, 17 pounds of it in the bottom of this, mixed with 10 gallons of water. And I'll flick this on so you can see this is just a slurry pump, right? Like this. That's just the water pressure coming out of the slurry pump. That's not even with air. So that's freaking rad. And so we'll pop a couple parts in here real quick and show you guys what the heck it can do. So I have two candidates here. I have a water pump cover. Just, it's oxidized, dirty, nasty, right? Okay, typical, right? You see that on every bike. And a shifter. It's got some scratches in it from a chain hitting it, and the toe piece is crusty and rusted and looks bad. Well, let's see what the vapor hone will do, okay? Close this up. This cabinet is super easy to use. I've never even used one in my entire life, and I figured it out in seconds flat. Not sure how that view is gonna work out. Send it anyway. We're just gonna send it anyway. All right, Robert, you mind hitting the slurry and the air for me? Start with the shifter. Go ahead.
And with the air? Or?
Yeah, go ahead and send the air. All right, that literally took me, I'm not even exaggerating, about 5 minutes. And look at this, guys. It looks like I just aluminum spray painted this stuff. It is that freaking clean. Look at that toe piece now. Like, seeing this on a bike, you wouldn't be like, oh, that thing's hammered. Like, that thing's sick. And I'm only working with like literally a tenth of the air pressure I'm supposed to be using. So until I get my compressor, like, you know, I want to play. I just want to play. I've done it on a couple other pieces. I also played on this cylinder head. Again, this thing freaking looks on it, right? But I mean, like, dude, this cover looks brand new. Better than brand new, in my opinion. It looks bad. Obviously I could have spent more time on the shift lever, and I could have like shaved down all these old chain marks where the chain was hitting it and stuff, and I could have spent a little bit more time on it, but it still came out really, really good. So guys, this machine is seriously gonna be a big help to the channel. I'm so happy. All right, next guys, last one, just because this is so much fun. So this, I have a beautifully jacked up piston where the exhaust bridge broke off of it, and it has a nice carbon bathed top, and the intake side of it's not so bad, but that's the exhaust side. The intake side broke off. This is off of an 04 Honda 250R CR 250R. So let's put this in. Might be fun, you know? Let's just have some fun with this thing. Alright, let me fix your view a little bit. Actually, I'm going to move you guys out of that view. More of my view. Might mess up my seal a little bit, but nope, ain't going to work either. You guys are just going to have to watch through the beat up glass with all the material on it, but there's our piston. Let's see how clean we can get this thing.
Ready to go again?
Yep. All right, let's have a little look, see guys. Let's go get it out into some daylight here. But this is just comical, right? Like, this thing looks like brand new forged aluminum. I even sprayed the side of the skirt here just to clean it up. And then this is all still chunky, the original piston right here, right? But we blew off all that carbon like it was nothing. And I'm using the wrong air compressor. So imagine when I get the right compressor, guys, the kind of detail I can get in aluminum. Like, let's be honest, that's freaking rad. And here's YZ325 all finished up with that heat tape we had put on it earlier. It looks really cool, and it has a function over its look, you know, so not only does it look rad, it does something cool too. So stoked on that. So I got Robert over here with me, and he had a good idea. He said, let's see what the heck it does on plastics. Now guys, to be straight up with you, I have no idea what it's going to do here. I literally have no idea. So there's original Kawasaki green. That's years of fade and neglect, but let's spray this thing down. Let's see what the heck will happen, because this thing's a blast to play with. Okay, let's find out for fun. We'll just try it with the slurry first, just see what it does. Go ahead. Nothing much, nothing at all. Okay, let's hit it with some air. I need more air pressure. I must have turned off the air compressor. Had to wait for air. Here we go. Well, I'm certainly glad Robert brought that up, because if I told you guys, you wouldn't believe me. That's after about a minute. I wanted to really limit myself to time working on it because of how long it would take it with other media. But look at, that's the original green, guys. Buried under all of that age. And it's coming out. Like, what the heck? This thing's a monster. Now imagine if I had a good compressor, or I could actually drive some good pressure at that thing. I could have this whole fender knocked down in probably like 3 to 5 minutes, I'd say. And this thing would be all green, brand new. That is sick. All right, to get this thing out in some sun, get you guys some perspective here. Look at our little patch. Look at our little patch. This thing will restore plastics too, and it's a nice smooth finish because it doesn't just blast away the age, like it actually polishes it too with the water and everything. Really, really freaking impressive. Good job, LMS. You guys are on it. This is awesome. Time, guys. That was start to finish. Literally, I wouldn't say that was more than 60 seconds, all right? Let's go get a look in the daylight. This tank does have a washer setup, hose bib setup in it too, but I don't have it hooked up, so I just rinse them off in Simple Green. But you guys will get the gist of it. Look at the difference, right? Which one would you rather have on your bike, guys? Which one? So, a lot of you guys are thinking, okay, it's a glorified parts cleaner, right? No. So what we're actually doing is we're deep cleaning the metal, and we're getting into the pores of the aluminum, and we're extracting all the dirt, all the oil, everything, right? We're completely blasting all the pores of the aluminum so it just comes out brand new looking. And so that's how I'm going to be able to really make this 500, this KX500AF YZ, the Yamasaki. We're going to make this thing just look amazing with this tool provided by LMS Blasting. Guys, I'm so pumped. I can't thank them enough, Patrick Lay. So yeah, Lundemex is open for business. If you guys need any vapor honing done, send it over. I'll be glad to shoot some pieces, put a couple clips on a video. But this is going to be awesome, guys, having this tool here. And then if you're closer to, I think he's in South Carolina, Gastonia, you know, send it to Lay. I think it's Lay, L-A-Y, Motorsports. And Patrick and the boys over there, they'll handle it for you. Or you can send them to me. Either way, it's freaking awesome. So boys and girls, that's going to conclude today's video. Thank you so much for stopping by. Make sure and drop a like. I appreciate that. Also, subscribe if you haven't already, because we do dirt bike stuff here, and if you like dirt bikes and you think they're badass and fun, you'll like this channel. Again, thank you guys. So we dropped off our suspension for the Yamasaki down at AHM Factory Services. They're gonna anodize the tubes. I can't wait to show you guys the colors because it's very applicable to what we're doing. And it's a little hat tip to Kawasaki. So some of you know what I'm talking about. Some of you are like, what the heck are you talking about? So anyways, we're gonna get the front forks back for that thing, the rear shock, and next video is gonna be welding in that engine, which is gonna be a super cool video. And then I'll have my new compressor for the, it's like a $2,000 air compressor from Ingersoll Rand. It's some gnarly 80-pound tank, and I don't know. It's a lot, and it's a lot of money, but it's what I need to make this work and be the best performance for this. And then we'll come back and we'll shoot things like that rear fender again. We'll get a whole idea of like what exactly you can do, right? So anyways, like, subscribe, follow, all that fun stuff. Follow me on LondonMix at Instagram. If you have any questions there, you can hit me up on one of the posts. I try to answer DMs as often as I can. I just can't get to them all. Anyways, love you guys. I will talk to you guys soon, it's promised. Peace out.